I will be doing multiple videos, watching Top Viral Report TV, Trap World Rose. A lot of them with John Rich channel. It's gonna be multiple channels, me videos of me watching them. This is starting this little series of me just doing what I do out the day, watching what I watch on YouTube out through the day, giving it, just letting y'all know and see what I be watching on YouTube. It's gonna be different type of videos. This type of video, another type. Y'all gonna see.
Name T-Roy, once whispered in alleys, corner stores, and basketball courts across Chicago, represents more than a single life. Born James Johnson, he became a living symbol of loyalty, violence, and the street code of Parkway Gardens, famously known as O Block. Unlike many who rose to fame as rappers, T-Roy's notoriety came from his actions, not his lyrics. Yet his name echoed through songs, mentioned by figures like Chief Keef, Boss Top, and most importantly by his best friend King Von, who would later adopt the nickname V.
This video link will be in the description below. Y'all can go watch his channel, subscribe to his channel, turn them up.
Roy in tribute. Together, T-Roy and V-Roy carved a legacy of fear, power, and respect, with over 20 bodies allegedly tied to their names. This is the story of T-Roy, a boy from Parkway Gardens who became a legend, a cautionary tale, and a symbol of the deadly grind of Chicago streets. James Johnson was born on October 30th, 1993, in Parkway Gardens, a neighborhood in Chicago's South Side. At the time, the area was still largely residential.
I don't know if y'all know or notice, all my videos is from my phone. This type of video will vlog, all of them. So keep that in mind. All this coming from my phone.
With families trying to survive amidst rising crime, poverty, and systemic neglect. T-Roy grew up in a traditional household, with his mother Shirley, his father, two brothers, and multiple cousins. Unlike some of the neighborhood kids who were raised in broken homes or under direct gang influence, T-Roy's early life had a semblance of stability, yet tragedy was never far. The Johnson family was tightly knit. Shirley raised her sons while also looking after cousins like Zelmana, Eli, and Mario, some of whom outsiders mistook as siblings. Even from an early age, James witnessed the fragility of life. His older brother Slutty and younger brother HK would later be killed in street violence, while other family members like cousin Elmona tragically took their own lives. These losses, layered atop everyday struggles, shaped T-Roy's understanding of loyalty, protection, and survival. Parkway Gardens in the late 1990s and early 2000s was still quiet compared to later years. Kids played basketball on crack courts, families attended local churches, and block parties brought temporary reprieve from the city's struggles. Yet violence was never far. Older gangs like Boss City and Dog Pound, later evolving into STL and Wick City, had established early turf wars. From childhood, T-Roy witnessed shootings, arrests, and the cycle of retaliation. The streets taught him lessons no classroom could. Surrounded by friends and family caught in these conflicts, he learned that reputation, courage, and loyalty were survival tools. At Dyke Academic Center, T-Roy crossed paths with future rap star Chief Keef, who was already drawing attention for his music and street antics. These early interactions weren't just social, they were formative. Conflicts, alliances, and rivalries were seated in hallways and basketball courts, shaping the future of Chicago's drill scene. T-Roy, though smaller in stature, around 5'2" and 130 pounds, was fearless. Early scuffles taught him that physical size mattered little. Quick reflexes, courage, and tactical thinking were everything. Eventually, he moved from fists to firearms, famously writing on social media, "I do not fight, I'm too little." This wasn't bravado, it was a calculated declaration. T-Roy understood the stakes and prepared for them. Before 2007, Parkway Gardens was relatively quiet. with no clear gang dominance. By 2007 to 2009, names like Boss Top, Spike, BJ, Big A, and King Von began consolidating influence, gradually transforming the block into Old Block. Older members armed younger recruits, training a new generation in the code of retaliation. T-Roy, still in his teens, was drawn into this world. It wasn't ambition that pulled him in. It was loyalty to family, block, and friends. By 2011 to 2012, T-Roy had earned a reputation for being fearless, strategic, and unwavering. Alongside King Von, he formed a lethal partnership, marking the beginning of their infamous run of retaliatory shootings and revenge killings. The Johnson family tragedies fueled T-Roy's resolve. Slutty, his older brother, died protecting King Von. HK, the younger brother, would later avenge T-Roy's death by targeting his killers. Cousins and friends, some lost to suicide, others to shootings, reinforced the harsh reality of life in Old Block. These events weren't abstract, they were personal. T-Roy's loyalty was not just to gang codes, but to family survival and revenge. Every decision